we're just going to have a little wander around a few bits that have caught my eye that are rolling in for the April auction. So we're a couple of weeks away.
May auction.
Sorry, May auction. Where did April end up? It's May. For the May auction, should we do that all over? Chop that there. Right then, guys, we're just going to have a quick wander around. We're a couple of weeks away from the May auction. Things are rolling in thick and fast. There's a few bits that have come in that just catch your eye, starting with a Tata truck. You don't see Tata trucks, and more importantly, you don't see Tata trucks in this sort of condition, and there is a reason for it. 171 miles from new. So effectively, you've got a brand new Tata pickup truck. So there she is, 171 mile from new, and as good a truck as you're going to find, really. Now, I know they're not the most desirable truck. It's not a Toyota Hilux, is it? But it's not Toyota Hilux money either. So there it is, as new. Wants a few little bits, look, little bit surface rust here and there, a few pipes, odds and sods, a little bit on the bumper down here, just bits. But generally speaking, if you were to oil that truck to keep some corrosion at bay, then you have got a brand new truck that will serve you well for the next few years. 171 miles. Look at that. It's amazing, isn't it, really? How something like that, just a mundane, modern day truck, never got used. Bizarre, isn't it?
Someone's bought it, driven it home, and just
that impressed with it. No, not at all. Do you know what? It starts on the button, it sounds real sweet, and it just reminds me of an old Mazda B2200. Brilliant old truck, you know, not the quickest thing in the world, but a brilliant truck, and obviously it's four-wheel drive, so a bit like a Nissan D21, isn't it? Fabulous, brilliant truck. So there you go. So if you're in the market, if you're in them Welsh hills and playing about with your sheep, ideal for you. Perfect.
What kind of money do you think that'd fetch?
I see that doing not as much as it should, because it's a Tata. I see it doing 7 or 8 grand. I wouldn't be surprised if it did 10 or 11. I wouldn't be surprised, because it should do 10, 11, 12 grand. But I bet it won't, because it's a Tata. Shame, innit? You know, put a Toyota badge on there, we'd be looking at 25, 30 grand. You would, in that condition, that'd be 25, 30 grand if it was a Toyota. Everyone there is saying, aren't they, take the badge off, put a Toyota. Oh, well, like that, does it? So that caught my eye. Initially, I must confess, I thought, a Tata truck, what do I want them for? And then you look at it and think, oh, lovely. This caught my eye. Again, I think it's brill. It's not pristine, it's not perfect, but it's super rare, look. Mark 1 Carlton with a snoot nose, 2 previous owners, first owner for 43 years, and it's passed on to a family member, only 25,000 miles. Look at that, what a lovely old girl. Not pristine, been painted and all the rest of it, but when did you last see one? You can't find them, can you? So, again, just memories, and it just triggers memories of your youth. So, so that caught my eye. And on that note of memories and youth, we go over here, over this way, I think, because there's a little Subaru down here that's arrived that has indeed triggered memories, because when Ange was the wife, when we were first courting, she used to use grandma's Subaru Justy, and obviously we would dodge about in it a little bit, and it was a lovely little car, brilliant, just like that. It didn't have the fancy wheels, it had the standard wheels which were in the back, look, and theirs was a manual one, not an auto. But look at this time warp condition. This is another one of them cars. How, why, where? We've done 18,000 miles, and just lovely, absolutely lovely. I'm sure you've all worked out by now, I love to see some upgraded wheels on stuff and all the rest of it. That car wants them standard wheels back on. You know, 18,000 miles. It doesn't want mini light style wheels. It wants them on. Standard wheel trims, standard everything, standard all the way, in my opinion. But as I say, the only saving grace you've got, they're there, they're in the boot, and the tyres are like new, look. So if it was me, I'd put them wheels back on. In this case, funny, isn't it? You get to a point of your life and you think, actually, Let's leave the steel wheels on. Look at that under there. Absolutely superb. I'm going to leave that up because that's going to sell that car. Brilliant, look. So that floods memories coming back. Great. Fun, of that fun period of your life, which is what half of us are trying to recreate, really, aren't we? You know, you look back with rose-tinted glasses at periods in your life, and they very often coincide with a car. And as I say, you look at a car and all the rest of it, and memories flood back in. You hear a song and it puts you back in a certain time. Daft in it, really, but anyway. So that's loads of memories flooding back with that. And then Rolls. Look at that. Now, if you want a car to make a statement, there it is. It's the size of a bus, and it's just magnificent. Just absolutely magnificent. Would I particularly, me personally, want to run around in it? I'm not going to lie, it's not really my sort of thing, but just the quality and I don't know what the word is really, but when you arrive in that car,
You're turning heads, aren't you?
you have arrived, haven't you? You have arrived. So again, it's not absolutely pristine. There's a bit of bodywork, a few blemishes, but it's just a bit of patina, and it's just lovely. And like you say, you have arrived. I mean, look at the length of the bonnet. It's 8 foot from the steering wheel to the front bumper and more. Massive, massive.
Huge, isn't it?
Oh, and it just says, I'm here. It's just wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Yeah, wind up petition and all the rest of it, fabulous. Iconic car, iconic car. So again, not really for me, but lovely, lovely, lovely. And on to one of the most user-friendly cars, classic cars you can buy. Morris 1000, MGB, there'll be some more kicking around somewhere, there's one over there. There'll be some more over there, I'm sure. We say to everybody, if you're thinking of dipping your toe into the classic movement, get something that's easy to run, easy to maintain, and a good parts backup, etc. Morris Minor, Morris 1000. This one's had some upgrades. You'll have a 1275 in there, twin carbs, all the rest of it, servo brakes, slightly wider wheels, look. Lots of guys put 5-speed gearboxes in them, just make them that little bit more nippy, user-friendly, shall we say. But that car, not a show-winning car, but a nice, bright, usable car, and you will have as much fun in that car there as you will in that Primrose E-Type, which is lovely behind you. You will have more fun in this than you will in that. You'll use it more because you'll go down the pub in it, or you'll nip to the shop in it, go into the supermarket in your E-Type, and you're freaking out all the time you're round out. You're almost jogging around the supermarket to get back out to your car, make sure it's okay. Go in your Morris, doesn't really matter too much, does it? Park it in the car park. You know, all right, you're going to be precious over it, but it's not the be-all and end-all. It's not like leaving an E-Type in the car park. So my advice, Morris 1000 MGB. That's a lovely old girl, that. That's lovely. Again, we're struggling with this era. The people that can relate to them are struggling to get in and out, to be mobile, and all the rest of it. And as younger folk, the next generation, if you like, although we appreciate them, don't really want to run around in one. This is the problem. So as a result, prices are down because supply and demand. There's more of a supply than there is a demand.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So anyway, without me rabbiting on all afternoon, that gives you a small handful of things that have just caught my eye, really. So we'll see what comes over the next few weeks, and we'll no doubt see some of you in the viewing period for the May auction. So thanks ever so much. Over and out.